Let's take a look at the eOne strategy for data migration from Dynamics GP to Dynamics 365 Business Central. The eOne migration approach is to only move the data you need to start fresh in Business Central. You'll need master records, such as customers, vendors, and items to transact against, as well as active data, such as unpaid invoices and opening balances, to pick up where you left off. The rest of your data is historical. This data isn't edited by users after the migration, but they will need to access it to stay informed and make decisions in the future. Let's look deeper into the historical data. With our simple-to-use tool, you will replicate your local GP environment to an Azure data lake. The tool can upload every GP table, as well as any smart lists that you've created. Select which company databases you want to archive, and if the Dynamics database should be included too. The tool will upload every table to the data lake and allow you to review the status when completed. Once the upload is done, the local GP server can be safely retired while you stay compliant with a cloud data storage solution. Users will have a native experience when accessing their historical GP data in Business Central. From the Business Central Role Center, they'll be able to access PopDoc, allowing them to run ad hoc queries against all of their GP and Business Central data. Here's an example of my SOP transactions from GP. Users can interact with this data and have a native feeling without leaving Business Central. They can sort, filter, add columns, and make that data display exactly what they need. They can even drill down to additional details. For example, show line items related to an invoice, and add columns, details, and other information based on the data that they see. We can take this data a step further by allowing users to view merged combined lists of their historical GP data and BC data together. Here I can see all of my Business Central sales lines combined with all of my GP data. So if I increase the total number of records returned and look over here on the source connector, I can see some of the data came from GP and some from Business Central. If I quickly search for one of my customers that has been with me in GP and Business Central, I can view all 116 of their sales line items in one unified view. We can take this further by adding a GP list directly onto any BC page. So let's take that same list that I just showed you, and rather than having to filter for the customer, let's embed it directly on the customer card. So in PopDoc, I'm going to create a widget called All Sales Lines. Add my list. Choose where I want to embed it on the customer card fast tab. And finally, apply my filters, where the customer number is equal to customer number on my list. Switching back to Business Central, if I open up Aaron Fitz Electrical, and search for my new All Sales Lines fast tab, Now I can see a pre-filtered list directly on the customer card.